Hey guys, how the frig's it going? It's 6 some friggin' time, 6:30 probably, and working alone sucks. It's like another 7 more times or some shit, so it is what it is. Holy frig, man, yesterday it was so hot outside, today it's nice and cool outside. This is the weather it should be all the time. I don't know what the temperature is, it's probably about 18 degrees or some nonsense, but that wind feels beautiful. For all the sleep I didn't get the past 2 nights, tonight's gonna make up for it because it's nice and cool. And I got that window open in the bedroom, so that's gonna help too. I guess I'm getting Hollywooder than frig. Those kids on the BMXs back there recognized me from YouTube's. Didn't recognize me as Vloggin Land, they actually knew my real name. So I said I wouldn't talk about work, but it's been busier than frig tonight. I came in, only the boss was in, and I'm like, where's the other guys? And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, way to lead the team, buddy. For his sakes. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. It's the most beautiful thing. Oh, it stopped. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that movie was dicked. I guess on my lunch, I'll go and grab the car and move it over here so it's easier to get to. Holy fuck, this wind is nuts. So it turns out they're letting go of customer service, well, a lot of our customer service agents as of the end of this week. Lucky bastards. I want my severance, for God's sakes. Anyway, I should head back in. The queue hasn't stopped flashing since I got into work. Talk to you guys later. Well, that's performance, boys.
Ultra wipes. Disinfecting and cleaning surface wipes. Read the label before using. We already did that.
Yeah, it's lunchtime. Actually, I came out late. Another slew of calls came in. Last time, the reason why I went on break is because I had 5 minutes where there were no calls, and I was like, well, maybe I can go outside and have a quick vape. And got back inside to a flashing queue and a bunch of nonsense and bullshit. So I finally got to come back outside for another vape. And I want to relocate my car closer to the building, so if I still have air pressure in my tires. Alrighty, survey says 16 degrees out. What did I say it was? 18? That wasn't that far off, I guess. Anyway, let's go move the car over to that lot. Yay, I did it! It's been a pretty crazy day today. It's been pretty busy. Definitely not a job for one individual to do on their own. That's a given. We need at least 2 people on at all times, but what can you do when you're short-staffed? I am under attack by these little microscopic flies. Like, they're not microscopic, they're just tiny as frig. And usually, I like to call them sand flies, but that's not the proper term for them, I don't think. Because they usually find them like when there's a dry, dead area of grass, they usually like congregate there in mass amounts, they swarm it. They don't bite you or anything, they just walk on you and make you itch because they tickle you, because they're little assholes, right? How? So it was funny, back in May when I went to Bloke's, Bobby had the new Aspire tank. This is the Atlantis, the original. He had the Atlantis too, which came out roughly around that time. Friggin' Chooch sends me a video. Dude, Aspire's new sub-ohm tank. And I'm like, what, the Atlantis too? And he goes, no. Oh, what the hell do they call it? Oh, the Triton. The Triton. And, or the Titan? No, the Triton. I thought it was Trident, as in, not Prometheus, for fuck's sakes. Poseidon's weapon. The Trident? But no, it's called the Triton. And, apparently, judging from the videos that I saw on Twisted with Vaping with Twisted 420, when he was hitting it, he made the clouds that come out of this thing look like something coming out of a CE4 compared to that thing. They were chucking some seriously thick clouds, but you really got to give her power. Like, I don't have any device that I own that can actually crank hard enough to produce the power needed to run that thing. Because they were around like 80, 90 watts. All my devices go to 50 max. This and the IPv2, both 50 watts. I don't have anything that can do 100 watts. So, unless I mech mod it, forget it. Like, there's no way in hell I can actually crank that thing. Oh, that fucking hurt. And I know, people don't like me talking about the vaping gear and all that stuff, but it's my fucking video. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. So, friggin' just chillax. Maybe. Cheese Louise, Papa Cheese. So after today, tomorrow's my last shift, and then on Thursday, I think what we're gonna do, it's supposed to be nice, but you know, the weather network called for a massive storm today, and well, frig sakes, it's nice out. It's really nice out right now, so he's off his rocker. But yeah, like if it's like this on Thursday and Friday, Thursday we're gonna work on getting that cedar stump. Actually, no, I want to do the roundup thing too. We might do the roundup on Thursday and the cedar stump on Thursday. Tag team double action. I'd like to get that cedar stump out of the ground because that'll speed up the process of mowing the lawn and be one less obstacle to dodge. And then on Friday, we're going to try and get the stump out of the ground. And if we do, then we're just going to fire all that foliage into the ground that we pulled up from beside the garage there. And we're going to throw some more in there too because I plan on just killing all that off. I'm going to try the weed whacker on it. Frig it. That's what I'm going to try and do. Tomorrow night, go home, go to bed early, wake up early Thursday, have my breakfast, get out there by around noon at the latest, and work for 5 hours out there. Start cleaning shit. Grab the weed whacker. Go to town on the raspberry bushes. You know, go to town on that section of shit. Go to town, dig up that cedar stump. Pitch that in the pile. That can get buried in the hole too. You know, all this junk, I want it all gone. The other thing I need to get done is I need to go get a survey done on my lot and find out if those cedar trees in the back are on my property. See, here's the thing. I mentioned I wanted to put up a fence, right? Now, beyond the cedar trees, I don't know a good reference point to use. Okay, the tree in the backyard, go about 10, 15 feet out, and behind the cedar trees there is a fence for the neighbor who's on the back on that side. The guy on this side doesn't have a fence. Now, if I wanted to build a fence, literally all I'd have to do is get some of those corner of the, what do you call those? The 4x4 post holders. You know, you can get them with either the big stump in it that you concrete into the ground, or you can also get the ones that you can just lag bolt right to like a existing structure, whatever. Get a bunch of those, put them on the retaining wall, put a 6 foot 4x4 up and space them about 10 feet apart. I think that'd be enough. And then use, I don't know what you put across the top of that. I have to take a look at Dad's fence. But basically what I want to do is one of those fences where it's like board on my side, board on his side, board on my side, board on his side. So it's not a wall thing. Like Oreo could still look through it. He just couldn't get through it. Same with their dogs. They could look, well, maybe their Chihuahua could get through it because that thing's freaking tiny. Like, holy crap, I've seen hamsters with more girth than their Chihuahua, their new one, but it's just a puppy. It'll probably get a little bit bigger. But yeah, like, that's what I want to do. And all I'd have to do is do it there and in the backyard. It'd probably cost me $1,000. I could put up a decent fence. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And then I could fence in my yard. Neighbor's yard would be completely fenced in because they got a fence on the opposite side of them and in the back. So literally we would have fenced in yards. Then I could rebuild the gate in the front, but build it better so I can actually bring shit through it. And I'd have a fully enclosed backyard. I would no longer need to tie Oreo up. I could just let him off leash, let him out the door, let him go romp and frolic and have a good time in the backyard. ZFG mode activate. You know, we could play fetch. I could have him out there with me and not have to worry while I'm working of what the hell's he doing. Because he just wanders off. That's why I can't have him out there off leash. He'll just take off on me. He'll go into the neighbor's yard and go down the street, and he doesn't stick around. He wants to explore. He wants to adventure, and well, I don't blame him because that's kind of fun, but when you're a dog, it's not kind of fun because you get picked up by the wrong person. Now you're at the pound. But anyway, that's going to be my Thursday. And then, like I said, Friday, Dad's coming over with his car. And we're going to try and haul that stupid tree stump out of the ground. Bruce wanted to come over with his chainsaw and take some swings at it. But unless he's got a long chainsaw, I don't think he's going to cut really far deep into that. But mind you, if he can put a good split in the top, I can wedge a pry in there. I got some metal spikes and shit. Wedge that in there and totally just pound on her with the hammer. Like with the sledge. And it would probably split her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like a piece of metal, but it's like it tapers down. I guess it's called a wedge, probably. I'm stupid. Apologize. But, you know, you pound that in there, and it would gradually wedge it and cause it to split. And if I could split the stump, I could easily haul it out of there myself. No problems. Oh, what is this dumbass doing? Oh, I thought he was going to go the wrong way. He looked like he wanted it to go the wrong way. This is a one-way street. There's no arrows to tell you that, but this is totally a one-way street, so I thought he was going to turn around and pull a boner. It's just so hard to want to do things here, like on my days that I work, because all I want to do is sleep all day, come in here and waste away at night. And it's hard to run a YouTube channel when you live like that too, because it's really hard to come up with content. But I manage. Some days they're boring as frig, some days they're entertaining as frig, and some days I don't even know why the frig I bothered putting that one up, but I did. It's the way she goes. Welcome to my life. But anyway, I should get back in there. The queue's probably flashing up a storm now because I left my post, and I really got a rock piss. So I'll talk to you guys at midnight when I get out of this place. Peace the frig out. No shad flies. Just a couple, but it's too cold out right now. Probably like 13 degrees out. Way too cold. It's midnight, by the way. I just got off work. What a bullshit shift. Alrighty. I find the right key somewhere in this mess. Frig sakes. There it is. Yay, the car started! Alrighty. Let's do ourselves a favor. Go home, let the dog out. Oh, I'm loving how cool it is in the car right now. This is great. This is going to be a good night for sleeping. Here I opened all the windows in the house. All that nonsense. Because last night was way too friggin' warm for sleeping. Turns out, probably didn't really have to. Because she's a chilly frig sakeser of a night out tonight. 14 degrees. I said 13 when I was coming up to the car. It'll be 13 by the time I get home. It's always cooler at home than it is here. Yeah, no friggin' shad flies anywhere. Why? Because if the temperature can't hold a constant 25 seed throughout the day, the eggs will not mature and hatch. And the larvae won't come out to play, won't sprout wings, and won't come into town and stink the place up. That's how they work. And it's weird because the past 3 days in a row, Sunday, wait, what day is it today? Today's Tuesday. So Saturday, Sunday, and Monday were like abysmally hot, like 30 in 30s non-stop. And then today, it just all of a sudden got cold. Like, say 13 degrees is cold. I just mean too cold for shads. I don't know, man. They say there's not a problem with the climate, but when the temperature just drastically shifts around like that, you gotta start thinking something's wrong. One more shift like that. Hopefully tomorrow it's not like it was tonight. That was ridiculous. I didn't stop until, like when I came back from my lunch, there were 4 calls in the queue. And it held like that until about 10 o'clock. And then at 10, it was basically like I'd have a call in the queue, I'd deal with it. And as I was typing up the ticket, another call would show up in the queue and I'd get another call. And it was pretty steady until about, I'd say, 11:15. That's when the calls all finally stopped. And I was able to like chill for a minute and figure things out and get things did and just relax for half a second. But there was nothing down. There's nothing broken on the network. There was no outages. It's just like everybody got the memo that I was working alone tonight, all Solo Man 5000, and all called in same time. So, I don't know, whatever. All I know is Bruce is going to have fun on Thursdays and Friday, because he's by himself and he has a bad tendency of falling asleep at work, as you've seen on my Instagram video of me waking him up. And, yeah. I won't be there to wake him up when he falls asleep and his phone just keeps ringing. That'll show up on the stats and you'll get asked, why the hell didn't you answer these calls? Your phone was ringing. Why didn't you answer them? And he'll have to come up with a reason for that one. It's not my problem. And he's going to be really pissed off at me because I got invited to a party, and I think I mentioned this on a previous vlog. If not, I'm mentioning it now. I got invited to a party by, I went to this girl's party, I think last year, and she invited me. She's like, hey, what are you doing on the 25th? And I said, I don't know, sitting around the house probably. I gotta work, I said, from 4 to midnight, but After that, probably just gonna come home and sit around the house and go to bed. She's like, well, why don't you come to my party instead at midnight? And I said, okay, well, whatever. I said, I can go at midnight. I said, is anybody gonna still be there? And she goes, oh yeah, we go till 6 in the morning. Freak, come on over. And I was like, right on, that sounds like a plan. I'm down with that. Well, I got an email from the boss asking me, do you want to work noon to 8 on any of these days? One of them so happened to be the 25th. And I was like, yeah, I'll work noon to 8 on the 25th and the 25th only. So I can guarantee you Bruce is going to have something to say about me doing that. He's going to be pissed. You see, because he doesn't like it when I won't work noon to 8 because he wants to work 4 to midnight. But I want to work 4 to midnight. The other guy working wants to work 8 to 4. The other guy gets priority because it's his original shift. What happens is like for instance, if I decide to take a weekend off, then Bruce is stuck working for him. He's working that shift. Somebody else is going to be working, or one of the other guys working the days will be put on noon to 8. That's how it works. However, when one of the day guys takes a weekend off, then either Bruce or I have to work have to work the noon to 8 shift, sorry. I did it a couple times. I friggin' hate working noon to 8. It's bullshit. It really just screws over your day. But I did it a couple times. I don't like doing it. I'd rather work 4 to midnight all the way through. Even though like the Saturday won't hurt me too bad because Friday I'm off. So I go, like, you know, Friday night I just don't stay up all night playing video games with my friends. I go to bed at a decent hour, get up the next day at 10, go to work for noon, get off work at 8, on my way home, go to the beer store. She wants me to grab some hot dogs and buns and shit from the grocery store to bring over. Whatever, I'll go to the grocery store and grab some Red Hots or something and some buns. Go and grab a 6er of beer, head over there, sit around from 8 until like 2 in the morning, have a good time, chill out, and then call her a day. You know what I'm saying? Call her a day. Just like that. Geez, by the time you guys watch this video, it's probably the 25th already. I'm already at the party. Well, no, I wouldn't be. I'd be getting out of bed probably. Because this goes live at 9 in the morning on the 25th probably. So, yeah, like that's what I mean. Like, you know, I can go over there, hang out for a bit. I won't be filming over there, mind you. Because, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. You know? I don't know. But yeah, so that's pretty awesome. But he's going to be mad about it, and I guarantee you this is what he's going to say. For fuck's sakes, if you work one, you should have to work both. I guarantee you that's going to be the words out of his fucking mouth. Like, I can honestly tell you right now, that's what he's going to say, because with him having to work noon to 8, for some reason he thinks he can pull seniority rank, but that's not the way the shift thing works. This is just coverage, and when it comes to coverage, if you're already working that day, it states right in the union contract that the boss just has to give you 48 hours notice prior to the shift that, hey, I need you to come in at this time, come on in. And the fact that they let us, like the fact that he's going by seniority, theoretically he doesn't have to according to the union agreement. He's just doing that to be nice. So theoretically he could just sit there one day and say, okay, Adam, you're coming in this Saturday, despite the fact that I have more seniority than Bruce. Adam, you're coming in this Saturday working in 8. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to do it. Then I got to do it. But he gives us the choice. Hey, Adam, do you want to do it? Nope. Okay, Bruce is doing it. Yep. You know, one of those. So I can guarantee you that's going to raise a big time shitstorm. But it's like, fuck, I'm doing it because I'm looking out for me now. I'm not looking out for the well-being of the help desk and my coworkers, because I'm done doing that. Because I used to do that, and then when it came time for me to need some help, nobody backed me up. So it's like, fuck them. I got a party to go to. I got the option to work a shift that'll get me off earlier, and get me out of there earlier even. Because get me off early, that just sounds bad. So, like, why wouldn't I do it? Why would I be like, no, because it might offend Bruce and I don't want him mad at me. Fuck, I don't care. So he has to come in 4 to midnight and the next day come in at noon. It still gives him 12 hours. He can go home, crash out, and then freaking be back in the next day for noon. Not a big deal. And I don't have to be back in till 4 the next day, so that's even awesomer. Which means I can go home and crash out and And the party's just around the corner, so I don't even need to bring the car. I can walk. It's not a big deal. As long as I don't get busted by another one of those grizzly cocksuckers. Anyway, I'm almost home. Talk to you guys in a bit. Alrighty. I'm home. Just let the dog out. He's still a dog. He went for crap and stuff, so that's good. That's good. He didn't crap in my house, so that's even better. That's really good. But people, I think I'm going to call her a night. I want to get to bed early. I was thinking maybe tomorrow of going to Canadian Tire and picking up the Roundup. Yeah, that's what it's called. And picking up, I don't know what else I wanted to pick up there. There's some of this shit I wanted to get, but I can't remember now because this thing's not working. But there was some of the stuff I wanted to get, and I'll figure that out. But anyway, people, I'm going to shut her down. So, big time thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. Any questions? Down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.